Today on FluTac, we talk about the Herrington Arms AC-99 V2 compensator for the Glock safe action pistol. And I'll let you know in this FluTac review, is this the best compensator on the market for your Glock pistol? Stick around because another exciting episode of FluTac, Armed Citizen Firearm Trade Solution, starts right now. Hello there, gunslingers. I'm your host, the Faceless Gunslinger, and welcome to another exciting episode of FluTac. Today we'll be reviewing the Herrington Arms AC-95 V2 compensator for the Glock pistol. This particular one is going to be for a 9mm. So before we begin, this is going to be a safe weapon, as you guys can see here. Nothing inside the breech, magazine to clear, but we are on a hot range. So for later in the video, we're going to shoot some watermelons. We're going to do a rapid fire test, a slow fire test, so stick around for that. And also, at the end of the video, I'll put a link to more of my previous reviews of the barrel that sits in here. So real quick, compensators, what are they, why they're important? Compensators, generally speaking, helps redirect some of the expanding gas that's coming out through your barrel to push the barrel to pretty much keep it as level as possible, for lack of a better term and a really poor description of kind of what it does. But for me, I wanted to be able to have the capability because this is my survival pistol here for me. This is a 9mm. It's been converted from a 40 caliber Glock 22 to a 9mm using a lone wolf barrel that I have here that was threaded. So I'll put an extension at the end once again for you guys to check out a review on the barrel itself. So the Herrington Arms compensator, the compensator itself is actually very, very unique. I don't know how long Herrington's been around, but just looking at first glance, as you guys can see here, it's pretty simple to install. I believe it's 1.5 by 28 threading barrel for the for your barrel you need to have, and also for the compensator. What makes this one's good, what's really attracted me to this particular compensator is that it has 3 different ports. You have one on the right side of the pistol, one on the left side, and also one here on the top too as well. So what that really does is also keeps the barrel down where you're shooting. Now, 9mm, generally speaking, isn't one of those bigger calibers that really has a lot of recoil, muzzle, climb, muzzle flip. But if you're doing rapid fire or just trying to get those quicker follow shots, these compensators will be good. And that's what we'll review here in a few seconds. We're about to go loud. Installation of Herrington of the compensator itself is relatively pretty easy. All you have to do is threading on here. I do recommend, I think the manufacturer also recommends to have some Loctite on it too as well. Then you just have 2 Allen screws, both on the left and right side of the compensator, that will help tighten it down. I installed this roughly a couple weeks ago with some Loctite, and this thing has so far been really, as you guys can see in the play there, really dead on too as well. I'm not 100% sure what it's made of. I believe it's made out of aluminum. Comes with a pretty nice black matte finish here that you guys can get here too as well. And that's pretty much in a nutshell. Not too much about it. You can see here in the front it has the Herrington Arms information there on the bottom portion there, and they also do offer different compensator version that doesn't have any ports on the side too as well. But I decided to just have that equal lip room here, both the left and right side, to really just force the pistol down itself. So let's go ahead and get live here. I want to go ahead and we're going to do a couple tests. We're going to do a slow fire test with a standard 72 round PMag. We're also going to do a rapid fire test from a KCI 33 round high capacity magazine. And my favorite test, so stick around for that. We're going to be shooting we're going to shoot a watermelons. I'll try to get you guys a first person view before you can see this ain't noticeable muzzle climb, and I'll give my review. So enough jaw jacking, time to lock a load and go loud FluTac style. Okay, gunslingers, I am back. We're going to do our first test here. We're just going to do a quick high capacity 17 round magazine, test rear. We're just loaded up with standard 115 grain full metal jacket projectiles. We're going to go ahead and shoot this just to see if there's any problems with reliability or feeding, which sometimes can happen, and also just to see if there's any muzzle climb. So let's go out. Let's get 17 rounds. As you guys can see, weapon is clear, locked back, no issues so far. 17 rounds flawlessly. Let's go ahead and do a high capacity magazine test. All right, gunslingers, time to do the rapid fire test. See how she does. What we have here is a KCI USA. This is a 33 round magazine capacity. I believe they're fully loaded up, so don't have any type of force reset trigger or anything like that, so this will all be manual. Let's just see how she shoots, make sure there is no reliability issues, and how she stays on target. Let's go loud. Definitely love that. That was great. Absolutely outstanding. No issues. Complete lockback. Weapon system, as you guys can see here, is completely clear. Excellent job there. Let's go ahead and see how she does first person view with shooting some watermelon. Okay, gunslingers, we're ready for our last test before I do my review. You guys are going to be in first person view with me. For you guys can see if there's any muzzle climb. We have our beautiful little watermelon from Trader Joe's down there that unfortunately is about to meet its untimely demise. So let's go ahead and let's go loud. Once again, use 115 grains. Good. All right, fruit salad, anybody? All right, good job with the Glock 22 conversion with the long whip barrel and also the Herrington Arms HC92 V2 compensator. Zero issues to our test. Let's go ahead and get this watermelon juice wiped off our pistol, and let's do our final review here at FluTac of the Herrington Arms Glock Compensator. All right, gunslingers, that was exciting. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful performance by the Glock 22 conversion to 9mm barrel with the Herrington Arms pistol. Compensator. Let's go ahead and make sure his weapon is clear. As you guys can see, it's clear here. We're going to drop the magazine. Weapon's clear. Still not live range. Shooting down range just went off, and there's no rounds in the chamber. All right, my final review and critique. Overall, very impressed with this compensator. It did an extremely good job. You guys could probably, I don't know if you can see their YouTube land, but there is some fouling down here naturally to just be expected and things like that. But it has performed extremely well and everything like that too as well. Zero issues, locked back every single time. We did a rapid fire test, so performed extremely well. So my final thoughts. Well, like I said, I think personally, like a 9mm is not one of those big rounds like a 45 ACP. That's probably going to have a little more recoil. But still, I felt a relatively noticeable difference in the recoil impulse. So you guys can see it there too as well. That kept the barrel down. So a lot more easy to do quicker follow-up shots, especially with that high capacity magazine. So I definitely think it did its job too as well. So really like that as well. Like I said, the weapon is clear. The barrel still with lock Loctite once again in place. The lock, it really is still in place. Very almost no movement here that I'm really having here at all. So it's still in place, so don't have to worry about that falling off, which has actually been really, really good. A couple things that I will let you know is that I think Herrington Arms did say that you don't need to change out the recoil spring. I did shoot this before this video, and I did have a problem with the slide itself actually kind of short stroking to the point it was causing jams like stovepipes and failure to extract. So I had some issues with it. That was with the standard Glock recoil spring. So I would highly recommend, if you were to purchase this compensator, which I think you should, if you're interested, that you should replace the standard, I think it's 17 round pound spring that comes inside here with the Glock to a standard 13 round pound spring. Made a lot of difference, and like you guys saw today, no issues or problems there as well. The only negative thing I could say about this is really, I mean, you're paying for what you get, but you're going to look at almost $100 price tag close to this. I'll put the actual price up here in the corner, or up here at the top, so you guys can see it once I take a look when I get back at the actual price from the website. So this is not a cheap compensator, but I do think that looking at its construction performance, it definitely is worth the price. But there are cheaper compensators out there if you were interested in those two as well. So overall, really impressed with this piece of technology, Herrington Arms. I have no sponsors, as you guys can see, for our YouTube channel, but I would definitely highly recommend this. And this particular compensator, without a doubt, on FluTac's review, is a banger, without a doubt. Well, guys, thanks a lot. Thank you very much for your time, for your support. If you like to like and subscribe to these videos, please do help out the channel. If not, this is a free country, and that's perfectly okay too as well. So a lot of crazy stuff going on there, but thank you for taking the time to spend these couple minutes with me here at FluTac. In the meantime, we'll see you in the next video. Make sure that you shoot straight, make sure you shoot safe, and do not be a victim.